All right, guys. All right, guys. We are live with another one, guys. Okay, live with another one. The mic is hot. All right, welcome to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys, we are here. Okay, we are here. One more sleep, and UFC 320 is upon us, guys. Okay, we are less than 24 hours away from UFC 320, guys. This is an exciting time. Okay, very exciting time. Everybody made weight. All right, the only person that didn't make weight was Chasan. Okay, that is the only person that didn't make weight. Macy Chiasson missed weight. She comes in, I believe, 4 or 5 pounds heavier than what she was supposed to come in. So Macy Chiasson, I believe she will lose 30% of her winnings. Okay, so Macy Chiasson didn't make weight, unfortunately, but she will still be fighting Yana Santos. Yana Santos is not afraid of the extra weight that Macy Chiasson is coming with this UFC 320, okay? But guys, everybody has made weight. Okay, Josh Emmett, Yusuf Salal, Jerry Prohaska, Khalil Rountree, Marab, Corey Sandhagen, oh my gosh, Uncle Lief, and Alex Pereira, guys. Everybody has made weight. Thank you to the MMA gods. Thank you. Okay, because guys, you know what I mean? I have seen crazier things happen, okay? I have seen crazier things happen in my time. All right, so I was definitely praying to the MMA gods that everybody made weight, nobody had illnesses, no issues, okay, occurred prior to UFC 320 actually happening this Saturday. Game Galaxy, how you doing? Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Hopefully, if you are new to the channel, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? I will be going live for UFC 320 per usual, okay? I will be going live for this event that is happening tomorrow, Saturday night, okay? And when it comes to my UFC fight prediction, guys, I'm 214 wins and 143 losses, okay? That is 214 wins and 143 losses. That is way above 500. Okay, I'll take it. And we're gonna continue getting these dubs, guys. Okay. But as it stands right now, guys, man, I am very excited for this card, guys. Okay, I am very excited for this card. The last time I was excited for a card like this was, Chamaya versus DDP. Everybody was waiting on pins and needles for that headliner. And let me tell you something, that card did deliver. Okay, so I'm expecting UFC 320 actually to be a better card than that DDP and Chimaev card. To be honest with you, I am very much excited for this, man. I cannot wait for this. Okay, I'm telling you guys. I mean, Atiba Guitar will be making his way into the octagon, guys. I actually thought Atiba Guitar was not going to make it to this card because Ozzy Diaz actually pulled out, I believe, with an illness. I believe he pulled out with an illness. So I actually thought nobody was willing to step in to fight Atiba Guitar because Atiba Guitar, guys, he's a knockout artist. And I mean, guys, honestly, I did not know that anybody was willing, to step in on short notice against a guy like Atiba Guitar, a guy that just goes in there and takes your head off. But the UFC has somebody in mind, and they will be fighting Atiba Guitar tomorrow. So Atiba Guitar will stay on this card, and I'm excited about that as well. Okay, because if that fight did fall off, I mean, guys, Atiba Guitar is just a walking knockout. The guy knocks out everybody. Okay, the guy is just phenomenal. Okay, but guys, everybody has made weight. The UFC weigh-ins was fantastic. Alex Pereira went up there And he basically went out there and showed out. He had the whole paint on his face, like he came from a tribe over there in Brazil. Um, and I'll tell you what, Uncle Live just stared at him. Uncle Live stared at him and said, basically, whatever you have is not going to be enough. You can have the chama, you can have the voodoo, and that's still not going to be enough to beat me. Okay, and I'm very much excited about that, guys. I really am, man. And Corey Sandhagen is obviously praying to the MMA gods. That that Marab, something happens to Marab. Maybe Marab doesn't wrestle, and Corey Sandhagen gets lucky. With a flying knee. And knocks out Marab. That's what everybody's hoping, at least. Okay, but as everybody knows, I mean, guys, you know what I mean. The last knockout for Corey Sandhagen was Frankie Edgar. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. Mars, how you doing, Mars? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. How you doing, Mars? Hopefully you're having a good one, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Are you excited for UFC 320? Because I am, guys. I am very much excited. Okay, this event is going to be phenomenal. Top to bottom, man. Top to bottom. You know what I mean? The fight that really excites me, man, is that Jerry Prochazka and Khalil Rountree fight, man. The more and more I I study this fight, the more and more excited I am, man. Really, I'm just talking facts, guys. I'm just talking facts. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys are excited, just like I am, for UFC 320, man, because I am very much excited. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, guys, I will be going live for UFC 320. So I'm hoping everybody that supports this community, shows out and shows some love tomorrow night, because I will be going live for this event. You know what I mean? So it will be UFC 320 Fight Companion. Okay, UFC 320 play by play by yours truly, excuse me, OE. Okay, so yeah, guys, I mean, this is a banger ass card, man. Banger ass card, man. I'm very excited for it, man. I really am. I really am. I mean, we got a few cards, you know what I mean? We got a few cards here, you know. We got UFC 320. We got November, JDM versus Islam. I mean, this guys, this year is closing out to be a really, really good one, man. I'm wondering who's gonna headline the December card, but that's for a later discussion, guys. Okay. Mars says, I saw a clip of the press conference and Marab was talking about Sandhagen ball picks. He definitely was, guys. Okay. Mars, he definitely was, I did go live yesterday and I did talk more specifically about the press conference and the whole Marab situation, and Jerry Prochazka doing his best impression of a robot. You know what I mean? Basically saying, "I go into this fight and I, I go to Khalil and I, I go for belt and I focus. I focus." That's basically the best impression of Jerry Prochazka that I have. Mimicking a robot. Okay, so it definitely it was definitely impressive, and it was a good press conference. To be honest with you, it was a good press conference. You know what I mean? I ended up scoring it a solid. I think I scored it a solid 5 for a press conference. 1 being trash, 10 being best. I scored it a 5. You know what I mean? So not a bad press conference. You know what I mean? Travis says Sereno KO Emmett KO K. Oh, wait, Sereno KO Emmett KO K. Abertora KO Jerry KO. Oh man, Travis. I mean, I disagree with a lot of your picks, man. You know what I mean? If you're a betting man, uh, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Hopefully, you're not betting, okay? Because if you're putting money on the line, my guy Travis, my guy, you're gonna lose a lot of money, okay? First of all, let's start from the beginning, okay? Let's start from the beginning. Who do you have? You said, hold on. I want to make sure. Hold on. I want to see. I want to just make sure that I. What side bet you want? Guys, I mean, all right. Look. Emmett is the only sketch KO. Travis, man, you know what? I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, I'm gonna break it down for you. First and foremost, let's start from Jerry Prohaska. Okay, let's start at the Jerry Prohaska. I'm gonna break this down one more time because I've been breaking it down the whole week. Everybody's been asking me to break this fight down, and I have in multiple videos. All right. If you guys are not one of those people who watch my lives after post live, I totally understand that. But for those people who actually show some love and actually watch my videos, if you're that type of person, I appreciate you. Okay, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like I always say, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. But Travis, let's go back to your bets here, okay? Your picks here. Jerry Prohaska, I mean, look, guys, Jerry Prohaska did show improvements in his last fight against Jamal Hill, okay? Pure facts, okay? I'm not gonna take that away from him, but I am I have to dissect it from an analytical standpoint. Okay, so when I look at Jerry Prohaska and I look at the Alex Pereira fight, and then I look at the improvements that he made at the Jamal Hill fight, I see a person who still continuously keeps his hands down. Don't get me wrong, he improved his head movement in Jerry Prohaska. He definitely did improve his head movement in that Jamal fight, in that Jamal Hill fight. However, if he keeps his hands down like that and he expects that head movement to actually be effective against a guy like Khalil Roundtree, I don't see it working, okay? I just do not see it working. I see Khalil Roundtree actually going in there with a kick heavy type of game plan where he implements lower leg kicks and body kicks early on in the fight against Jerry Prohaska. Okay, and the reason why he's going to do that in the first round is because by the second and third round, Jerry Prohaska is going to be used to blocking, okay, that lower leg kick and that body kick to the point where he's not going to really protect his head. Okay, and in the second and third round, I see Khalil Roundtree landing the head kick that actually puts away Jerry Prohaska. Okay, that is my predictions for that. Now, when it comes to Josh Emmett, I mean, Josh Emmett is 40 years old, guys. Okay. Josh Emmett is 40 years old, and the guy is claiming that he has more power than he has ever before. Okay. And do I believe it? Maybe. The last thing to go is your power, especially as you age. But he's 40 years old, guys. Okay. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're your fucking age. Okay. And one thing I know about Yusuf Salal, he has a lot of abilities, especially he has a lot of abilities to actually get away from the big punch. His head movement, his ability to get away is really, really good. And let's not forget, Yusuf Salal has great ground game and submission. I believe he has 10 to 11 submission wins. So that's totally a possibility for Yusuf Salal. That's the reason why I picked Yusuf Salal. But yeah, man, that's how I'm gonna break it down for you, Travis. Okay. Let me look. Emmett is the only sketch. Okay, Maverick. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, Maverick. How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing good, man. What is up, OE, man? I'm here, man. I am here. What is going on? My inside sources are saying Marab is getting KO tomorrow night. Well, Maverick, why are your sources? Why are your sources saying that? You know what I mean? Because the reality here is that Corey Sandhagen, the last time he KO'd anybody was against a dead body of Frankie Edgar. Okay, a guy that was way past his prime, first and foremost. So if you're expecting Corey Sandhagen to knock out Marab, I mean, that's slim to none, guys. All right, that's like basically winning the lottery. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. All right, but the possibilities are slim to none. Okay, Maverick, I'm just speaking facts. Okay, I'll see you here tomorrow, and you can thank me, Maverick. We shall see. Okay, because a lot of the times, you don't show out. Okay, especially when your guys loses. When your picks actually go downhill, I don't see you on the chat. So Maverick, hopefully I see you on the chat tomorrow, okay? For I can hold you accountable. All right. Travis says a lot of ability to run into a punch. Look at Emmett last losses, all killers. Look, I totally understand. Look, he did lose against Lerone Murphy and Ilya Taporia, two guys who are, one is a champion and one is a contender. So I totally understand where you're coming from, Travis. But I'm just speaking facts, guys. I'm just speaking facts. The last time that Corey Sandhagen got a knockout was against a dead body of Frankie Edgar. How many years ago was that, my guy? How many years ago was that? I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts. Okay. So if you're a betting man, I hope you're not betting your house on this because you're about to be homeless. Okay. Pure facts. Okay. uh, let me see. Mars says Corey by flying knee. A lot of people think that Corey is actually going to land a flying knee. What has you guys? What got you convinced that Corey Sandhagen has the ability to actually land a flying knee? Give me, please, break it down for me. What round? How does he set it up? Because he's not going to just go in there and do a flying knee. That's not going to happen, guys. That is not going to happen. Okay, slim to none. All right, I bet anybody on here. Travis says I forgot about the Joe Pfeiffer KO. Travis, you're out of your mind. First and foremost, I don't like Joe Pfeiffer. Okay, I think he's a jackass. And for those reasons, sorry guys. And for those reasons, I pick Abbas Magomedov to beat Joe Pfeiffer. I hope Abbas Magomedov goes in there, all right, and knocks out Joe Pfeiffer for he can learn his lesson, okay, for running his fucking mouth. All right, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay. Constantine says hello from Gaza. All the way from Gaza. Constantine, blessings to you. Okay, welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. If you're new to the chat, like and subscribe, guys. Support the community. All right, be a part of the community. Show some love. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. You already know what it is. Mars says, I don't want to hear the Merab post-fight yapathon. Look, I hear you. I hear you, Mars. I totally hear you. But let me tell you something. Corey Sandhagen is praying to the MMA gods right now. Okay, he has gotten together with Alex Pereira. Okay, and he is trying to do some chamarudu on Merab as we speak right now. Okay, but none of that is gonna work. Okay, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Okay. Travis says, "LOL, a bus is gonna be scared the first punch he takes. I don't like Pfeiffer, but dude makes people quit and look like they don't want to fight. And a bus is a puss." Travis, I don't know where you're coming from, to be honest with you, because last time I checked, Abbas Magomedov is 3-0 in his last 3 fights. Okay, I do understand Abbas Magomedov has gotten finished. Okay, he's gotten finished by Sean Strickland. He's gotten beaten by multiple people, but guys, he's on a 3-fight winning streak. Okay, he showed a lot of abilities. All right, he's shown improvements even. Okay, Joe Pfeiffer, fuck Joe Pfeiffer. Okay, Mustard. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, Mustard. What is going on with you? Blessings to you. Hopefully you're having a good one, Mustard. Okay, hopefully you're having a good one. Merab is my boy. That's what Mustard said. Hey. I must agree that Merab is going to win this fight. Okay, slim to none that Corey Sandhagen wins. Now, I'll be the first to admit, if Corey Sandhagen wins, I'm going to be right there on the chat, and I'm going to apologize. I'm going to be like, holy shit. Corey Sandhagen just landed a flying knee on Merab, something that I never saw coming. Guys, I'll be the first one to say that. But do I envision seeing that? Hell to the fuck no. Okay. Do you think Sandhagen can beat O'Malley? Yes, I do. Mars, guys, if you're not new to the channel, you guys already know Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen. I've been calling that fight for a long time. All year. I've been basically saying the fight to make is Corey Sandhagen and Sean O'Malley. Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, and the UFC and Dana White needed to get together and put that fight together. Unfortunately, that fight never happened. But I do see Corey Sandhagen beating Sean O'Malley just for the ability that, he has some submission games, on the ground. That Sean O'Malley, I think he's just not prepared for it. Travis says the way he looks when he eats shots isn't good, and Pfeiffer isn't a dude you want to half-ass eat punches. We will see. Well, Travis, look, if you say so, guys. Okay, if you say so. I'm not gonna put my money on Joe Pfeiffer. Okay, I'm not gonna put money on that jackass. Okay, I'm gonna put money that he gets knocked out or submitted. That's what I'm gonna put on. All right, Mustard says absolutely. He cuts O'Malley open and finishes him badly. Sandhagen has a way deeper pool of techniques than O'Malley. Look, Mustard, I can't disagree with you. I agree with everything that you basically just said right there. Okay, I really do. Mustard says, and he's just got more dog in him. I believe so too. That's the reason why this fight is so intriguing versus Marab. Corey Sandhagen, he has a lot of abilities as well. Excuse me. He could go in there. I mean, you saw his last fight against Figgy. He could submit you. Okay, he could obliterate your knee with some, techniques that he has, on his tool belt. But can he pull that off against the best of the best of the best, sir, in Marab? I just don't see it, guys. I think Marab is just totally superior when it comes to his mixed martial arts game. I think he's gonna go in there with a tighter game plan. I think he comes from a better team. Excuse me, I am saying that he does come from a better team, a very disciplined team, and I just think Marab is surrounded with a bunch of champions, something that Corey Sandhagen is just not used to. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. He got Kamaru Usman and Justin Gaethje around him, but those guys are way past their prime, and Justin Gaethje is ready to retire. Okay, pure facts. All right. Mustard says any other aura Sandhagen probably would be a champion, but unfortunately, any other era Sandhagen will probably be a champion, but unfortunately, he lives in Marab's world. That's the way it goes, guys. That is the way it goes. I like the way you broke that down, Mustard, because that is the sad reality for Corey Sandhagen and everybody else in that division. Okay. Now, guys, I do want to give out some breaking news right now. It's a very sad story. Um, John Jones' brother has died. Okay, at the age of 39. I did want to bring that news out just because it's totally relevant with what we got going on today with John Jones wanting to fight at the White House. It's a sad story, man. It really is a sad story. He dies at 39 years old. You know, I don't want to speculate anything, but when you die from such a young age, 39 years old, guys, I'm an older guy, you know what I mean? But I'm not as old as him at 39 years old, but I'm an older guy, you know what I mean? And I don't imagine myself dying at 39 from any health issues. Okay, from any health issues. That's why I do my due diligence, to take care of myself. And hopefully, everybody on this chat who supports the community, who continuously pushes this community to where it is and where it's going. Hopefully, you guys are taking care of yourselves as well, because health is first, guys. Okay, health is wealth, and that's the reality of what's going on today. So hopefully everybody is taking care of themselves because I do what I can to take care of myself. You know what I mean? I eat really well. You know what I mean? I actually, for the last, I want to say 2 years, I've actually eliminated myself from eating out. Don't get me wrong. I would enjoy myself, with my friends and go out to eat, but I don't do that very often. Okay. I cut the amount of times I actually eat out because the amount of unhealthy foods that are cooked at restaurants is unbelievable. Okay, the amount of sodium that those and salt that all those foods have is very bad for you. So I like to cook food at home, to make sure that I know what ingredients are going into my food. And I do have a workout routine as well, so I take care of myself. So I really don't imagine myself dying at 39. Now, when it comes to John Jones' brother, I can only speculate this comes from steroid usage. Okay, a lot of years of steroid usage. I know a lot of people who have heart complications because they actually used steroid very early on in their life. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I've never even fucked around with any steroids. Point blank. Period. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Mustard says Usman goes in my GOAT list if he can claw back to the belt at this age. Mustard, I don't see that happening. Okay, I like what you just said. But I don't see that happening. Not at all. I don't see Kamaru Usman making way back to the belt, man. That's just a reality. Mustard says, uh, Mustard says, always keep yourself clean, chat. Very true. Do you fight, bro? Nuevo, I don't fight. I haven't competed in many years, in over a decade. Okay, I'm an older man now, so I'm not competing out here. Okay, and I'm not going to gyms and training or anything like that. But I do get together, every so often with some of my friends, and we get a good sparring session in. We do some Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm very experienced when it comes to Brazilian jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts. I am not experienced when it comes to boxing, guys. I want to say about 3 years ago, I walked into a boxing gym and I got my ass kicked. Okay, that's the reality of it. Okay, I got my ass kicked. Okay, by a younger guy. I didn't expect it, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to use my mixed martial arts skills. I only had to use my hands, and I'm not. I'm don't get me wrong. I have some good combinations, but I'm better when it comes to my Muay Thai. You know what I mean? I'm better at keeping my distance and utilizing my kicks and my knees and my elbows. So I wasn't able to utilize that at this gym because obviously it was a boxing gym only. But I do say I am very, very much experienced when it comes to competing in Muay Thai. I competed in Muay Thai when I was younger, and actually, my Muay Thai amateur record is 2-0. I am undefeated. All right, but I haven't competed. Okay, and I haven't competed in a long time. All right, but I do spar and I do row with some of my friends. If you want to know the great detail, okay. Kevin Holland, the GOAT, he's fought everybody. Nuevo 420. Kevin Holland is a dead body. Okay, is a dead body, guys. All right. And Michael Johnson. If you say so, Nuevo. I love boxing and clinch strikes. Clinch strikes are a loss of art. I'm uh not used enough. Hey, Mustard, I hear you. I hear you. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, I got my ass kicked, guys. You know what I mean? That's the reality of the situation. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not scared to say it. I got my ass kicked. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you this: if that boxer, okay, joined me in a mixed martial arts sparring session, I would wax him quicker than what he can say yes. Okay, I would definitely wax him. Okay, I would have double legged his ass right to the ground. Okay, he would have never known what to do. He probably would have thrown punches. While he's throwing punches, he's going down on the deck. Okay, and by the time he knows what's going on, I will already have a submission on his knee. And by the time he taps, I probably would have blown out his knee. Guarantee fucking it. Okay, guarantee fucking it. All right. CJ Cho says, "Yo, I remember watching one of your lives about the White House card. Did you predict Connor will be on that card?" CJ Cho, I got to take off the road for this one. The reason being is because yes, I made a whole UFC White House card, and I did predict Conor McGregor will be headlining this card. Okay, and guess what, guys? It looks like Conor McGregor will be headlining this card. Okay, my sources are correct, and I did predict, guys. Okay, I did predict that Armin Sarukian will be fighting Dan Hooker. I predict that about 4 to 6 months ago. Okay, and as it stands right now, Armin Sarukian has been booked to headline a card in Qatar versus Dan Hooker. So I'm hitting homers, baby. Okay, I am fucking hitting homers. And not only did I predict Conor McGregor will be at the White House, guys. Okay, I did predict as well Kayla Harrison will be at the White House card as well. And it looks like Kayla Harrison, according to her last interview, she will be at the White House card, guys. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm Barry Bonds in this bitch. My sources are good. I'm hitting fucking homers, baby. I'm hitting homers. I'm telling you. Mustard says versus Michael Chandler, though. What are you talking about versus my? Well, okay, Mustard. You are right. You are right. But wait a minute. Wait a fuck a minute. It's not guaranteed, guys. You guys actually think that the UFC rather put Michael Chandler on that card rather than Nate Diaz? If Nate Diaz right now calls Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, Dana White, and said, "Look, I want to have dinner with you guys. I want to talk specifically about Conor McGregor and the White House card." You think Those guys won't entertain the fact that Nate Diaz is willing to come back and fight Conor McGregor at that White House card? Guys, you're sleeping at the wheel if you don't think that can actually happen. Okay? That is still on the table. And I guarantee it, Michael Chandler, okay, he is waiting on pins and needles, like, please, Nate Diaz, don't take this from me. Because I guarantee it, if he opens up his mouth and start tweeting that he wants to be at the White House card versus Conor McGregor, I guarantee it, Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, and Dana White and the UFC would oblige. Okay? All right? Travis says they need to just make the Diaz McGregor the White House. Travis, that's what I predicted. Okay, that is what I predicted would headline the card. Okay, and that's what I want. Okay, Michael Chandler is a dead body. Last win was Tony Ferguson, another dead body. I hate to say that because he's one of my favorite fighters, but guys, it's just facts. Nuevo says McGregor either going to test positive for drug or punch someone at a Buffalo Wild Wings, or he might do both. Okay, he might do both and still go to the White House card and catch a case in the White House bathroom stalls. Okay, per facts. Okay. Travis says Diaz McGregor makes sense at this point. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Somebody actually sees my vision. Okay. Mustard says 4. Rav. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, man. Excuse me, guys. McGregor is nothing worth seeing without the old movement and karate stance. Rav, I totally agree with you. But as it stands right now, a lot of people still want to see a coked up Conor McGregor. Even him coked up, people still want to see him. Okay, unfortunately. In reality, I would love to see John Jones versus Tom Aspinall headline this White House card, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But I do predict, guys, if Conor McGregor continuously goes down this downward slope, because even at his last, BKFC press conference, you can tell Conor McGregor is coked out. You know what I mean? I know for a fact Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, and Dana White and the UFC are paying attention to Conor McGregor. And right now, they're probably like, damn, I don't think Conor McGregor can make it to this card. And I think, honestly, they got their hands tied. And John Jones just might make an appearance at the White House card versus Tom Aspinall, guys. Don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised. You heard it first right here. OE MMA TV. Mustard says, Conor Diaz or Conor Dustin for Michael Chandler is a fucking bitch. I agree with you, Mustard. I'm actually kind of scared Chandler would knock out Conor with that back of the head shot. Hey, it's totally doable. Nuevo says, or Chandler get the kick to the nuts and the eye poke in the first 30 seconds. Most likely, to be honest with you. How you doing, Ahmad? How you doing, Ahmad? Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay? Like and subscribe. Support the community, all right? Mustard says he can't use the karate stance because he uses it for counter-striking, and now he's too slow to counter-strike. Very true, Mustard. That's a good way of breaking down things. Yeah, Conor McGregor is much too slow to stand in that karate stance, unfortunately. He's going to have to use that boxing stand that, that he approaches things with right now. Okay, guys, run up these subscriptions and run up these likes, man. Do me the favor. We are past the 30-minute mark, so we could talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, guys. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related. Rapid fire, guys. Nuevo 420 says, I think you're right about the Jones versus Aspinall at the White House. Nuevo 420, I'm telling you right now, if you don't think Dana White, Sean Shelby, and Mick Maynard are not paying attention to Conor McGregor right now, all right, you're sleeping at the wheel. Of course, they would like to see Conor McGregor, headline at the White House. It will be one of the biggest events, if not the biggest event of all time. But unfortunately, Conor McGregor, he's a risk. Okay? He is a huge risk. A guy like that taking coke, you know what I mean? Catching cases. I mean, guys, it's not a good look. And I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact those guys are looking at Conor McGregor and they're a little worried. They are a little worried. You know what I mean? To the point right now where they're probably talking among each other. Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, and Dana White are probably talking among each other, telling themselves, man, I don't think Conor McGregor is the right choice, man. I really don't. I think we're gonna have to fold and call John Jones. Let's not tell him yet, all right? Because we don't want to give him that 30 million that we originally wanted to give him. Let's give it some time. Let things boil over, and then when the time is right, we'll call John Jones, and we'll have John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Mexican. Oh my God. Mustard says, I think we will get Aspinall versus Alex, regardless of the results of him versus Ank. Also, Gone has zero chance. Mustard, look, if you think Zero Gone has zero chance against Tom Aspinall, I'm sorry, Mustard, you're sleeping at the wheel. Okay, I happen to think that Zero Gone is actually going to surprise everybody. Okay, I think that heavyweight division is in shambles. I'm just speaking facts. All right, that whole heavyweight division is shit. The only person in that heavyweight division that I actually like, and I'm just speaking facts, okay, is Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis. That's the only fighter that I actually like in the heavyweight division, and the Dominican. There's a Dominican guy, I forgot his name. There's a Dominican guy in there that I'm also watching. I got my eye on him as well. But those are the only two guys that I actually like in the heavyweight division. That heavyweight division is shambles. And if you think Cyril Gane can't go in there and surprise Tom Aspinall, I'm sorry, man. You're sleeping at the wheel. I happen to think Cyril Gane is going to surprise everybody. Okay, he's going to surprise everybody. Ahmad says, mark my words, Conor is not going to make it to the event. He will be injured some way. Ahmad, I mean, that would be a sad story. I'm just speaking facts, man. That would be a sad story. If Conor McGregor is not able to make this card, then who else you put on the card besides John Jones, guys? I'm just speaking facts. Who do you put on the card? Mustard says maybe a year ago or two, Gane would have a 20% chance, but Gane's inactivity has hurt his potential a lot, in my opinion. Mustard, I agree with you with the whole, with the whole inactivity. I do agree with you in that standpoint. I mean, he hasn't been very much active. But guys, when it comes to these heavyweights, you don't really have to be that active. Okay? You really don't. It's been proven. I mean, look at Tom Aspinall. He hasn't been active. When is the last time we saw Tom Aspinall in the cage? A long fucking time. So anything can happen, especially when it comes to these heavyweights. And I tell you what, the fight starts off on the feet. And I think Cyril Gane is going to have a lot of chances in this fight. Okay? Travis says, Volkov won the game fight anyway. Volkov won the game fight anyway. The Gane fight anyway. I hear you. I hear you. Speculative, but I hear you. Man, this card is going to be great. Red. I agree with you, man. This card, UFC 320, is a great card, guys. It's a great card. I'm excited for it. You guys should be excited for it as well. I will be going live for the whole event, guys. From beginning to end, I will be going live. Okay? I will be going live for this event. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it. And actually, guys, I wanted to test something out real fast. But you know what? I wouldn't even do it now. I'll do it tomorrow. Because one issue that I have when I do my lives is that these UFC events are like 6 hours, 6-hour streams. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to charge my phone during the event so my phone doesn't die. And sometimes I use my outlet at home, or sometimes I'll use this little charging pad, to be able to use my, to be able to charge my phone. And sometimes it makes some static noise. And I wanted to know specifically, which one sounds worse, when I plug it into the wall or when I plug it into this thing. But hopefully tomorrow, everybody is on the chat and everybody lets me know, what's best. You know what I mean? Because that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you guys, the best live, that I can give you. Let me see. Mustard says legit, and Volkov got 1 round sub by Tom. Very true. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Hopefully you talked to your wife, Dee Devlin, and told her to get the fuck out of my DMs. I got my salary today, and I'm betting half of it to Poirier money line. Fuck it. Conor McGregor. That's a tough decision right there. Travis says they saved it with the undercard. I bet the Ank fight is boring as fuck again. Hopefully not, man. 100%. I pray Alex gets the W, but it's going to be a hard road. Won't make it easy. Definitely won't make it easy, man. I personally want to see Pavlovich come back when he was a 10 fight win streak, knocking motherfuckers out. That could be a possibility, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Uh, Ahmad says prayer is done for, sadly. Well, we shall see, guys. We shall see. We are less than 24 hours away from UFC 320. So we shall see. Hopefully, everybody on this chat, okay, shows some love and shows out tomorrow. Okay, because I will be going live. Like I said, once again, I will be going live for UFC 320 from beginning to end. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? Magomed will be hard road for Alex. Very true. Travis says Alex and Ank just gonna blow kisses at each other. I bet it's worse than the first fight. Damn, that's sad, Travis. That's a sad story. Connor, how's the weightlifting going? You hit a new PR. What is he lifting? Okay, what is he lifting? 2 pounders with his fucking little ass micro size cock? Huh, guys? Red says, Travis, that's a possibility, brother. Mustard says, I'm going to do Pavlovich versus Derek Lewis for the winner of Tom versus Gone. Who you got for the main event, guys? For the main event of the evening, I got Uncle Aya beating Alex Pereira. Okay, that's a sad reality. You know what I mean? Based on the first fight, I had to make my predictions based on that. So I'm picking Uncle Aya to beat Alex Pereira, guys. And I did pick Marab to beat Corey Sandhagen. I don't see Corey Sandhagen getting this knockout that everybody is seeing. You know what I mean? The last time Corey Sandhagen knocked somebody out was against a dead body of Frankie Edgar. Okay, way past his prime. And when it comes to Jerry Prohaska versus Khalil Rountree, guys, I can't say this enough. Khalil Rountree is going to knock him out in the second or third round via head kick, okay? And when it comes to Josh Emmett and Yusuf Salat, I picked Yusuf Salat because he's a younger guy. He's elusive, and Josh Emmett is damn near 40 years old, okay? All right, sometimes you just wake up and you're your age, okay? RAV says, what do you think of Ido Porto's training program? I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. Who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Ank is too good. Prayer looks like aging caught up to him. Maybe, but we shall see. Looking forward to see Jerry and Emmett as well as Pfeiffer. Fuck Joe Pfeiffer, okay? Travis Lewis never wanted to fight for the belt or take it seriously, but with how shallow the division is, OE might get that Lewis rise up. Hey, Travis, bring it on. Bring it on. Why not? Why the fuck not? I like Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis as a champion would be phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. The guy knows how to sell a card. He knows how to get on the mic and say some shit. Okay. Mustard says, OE, who in your opinion is the biggest MMA what if? Hold on a second. Let me look at my past cards because I know there was a past card here that there was a what if. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. In my opinion, the biggest what if, man, and if I had to be honest, is Kevin Gastelum. In my opinion, Kevin Gastelum had a lot of abilities to be a champion, whether it was in the welterweight division or the middleweight division. He could have been champion in either one of those divisions, in my honest opinion. Okay, Kevin Gastelum was just a monster, man. He had so much ability, but unfortunately, he couldn't stay away from the food, man. He couldn't stay away from the food. Ricardo says, I bet Khalil on I met Khalil on Thursday. The guy is massive. I don't know how he makes 205. Ricardo, I agree with you. I mean, he used to weigh 305. Okay, back in the day. Okay, so I mean, if he's making 205, that is big news. A Rav says, I do Portal is the guy who Connor used to train under during his prime. Remember Nate Diaz saying Connor playing touch butt with the dork in the park? Oh, A-Rav, yes, I do remember. And really, I have no opinion about him, to be honest with you. I know very little about him, to be real. Ahmad says, I agree. Lewis is money right now. He really is. Mustard says, hell yeah, I love Lewis, and I don't like a lot of the guys on the roster like Lewis and Tom, though. I hear you. I hear you. Travis says, Ben Askren, we got him with no hips and age. Ben Askren, we got him with no hips and age. When it comes to Ben Askren, guys, he is going to be comeback fighter of the year for 2026. Okay, he's going to make a full recovery. Okay, he's going to make a full recovery, and he deserves to get the fighter of the year for 2026. That is my opinion. Okay, I made a whole video about it, and I think Ben Askren deserves it. If he's able, okay, if Ben Askren is able to make a full recovery by 2026, guys, he deserves to be the fighter of the year for 2026. Point blank, period. Okay, point blank, period. All right. But anyways, guys, you already know what this is. You already know what this is, guys. All right. I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel. All right. For bringing it where it is and where it's going. All right. Because let me tell you something. The goal for this year was 500 subscribers. Okay. 500 subscribers. And guys, we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to this community. I got to say, congratulations to this community, okay? We have come a long way. I started this channel 3 years ago, damn near, okay? Didn't post my first video, until last year because, honestly, I did not know how I was going to approach this YouTube shit. But here we are, guys. Here we are, all right, going above and beyond the goal. And I got to say, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, okay? For my UFC fight predictions for 2025, guys, I am 214 wins and 143 losses, guys. That is 214 wins and 143 losses. That is way above 500 when it comes to my UFC fight predictions, okay? Tomorrow, we got UFC 320. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, you guys excited for it. And hopefully, I see everybody right now that's in the chat support the community and show out tomorrow night because I'll be here. And hopefully, you guys will be there with me, guys. Okay? But as it stands, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Okay? Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. I see you for UFC 320. Support the community. I love you guys. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace. One love.